Hey Rockers! This week on Check This Out we have a very special guest. Performing this week is Julia Cooler with some original songs. Take it away, Julia.
Gentle eyes, you're looking right at me, telling me things you would never say. Guiding hands, I love what you show me. Please just point me the right way. After all, you might be a crutch, but I'll tell you this much: I'll play with your hair so you fall asleep. I'll give you the things that you really need. We'll listen to love songs on the way home. Are you home? Are you home? I hope you're home. Crooked teeth, the brightest of smiles. Suddenly I'm smiling too. What you think of, 'cause I'm just as wild as you. After all, you might be a crutch, but I'll tell you this much: I'll play with your hair so you fall asleep. I'll give you the things that you really need. We'll listen to love songs on the way home. Are you home? Are you home? I hope you're home. Close is not an option. I'm always on the other side. Don't you know we're disposable? 'Cause you're replaced and I feel fine. But if I change my mind, I'll let you know. My love, we won't ever have our time, my Lord. Couldn't spot you in a crowd. I wouldn't say you're in my dreams. I just like having you around, at least for now, or so I think. But if I I change my mind, I'll let you know. My love, we won't ever have our time, my Lord. He said, I love to kiss you, only at 2 a.m. Swollen eyes and stuffy noses, I should have come around again. But if I change my mind, I'll let you know. My love, we won't ever have our time, my Lord. I'm not sad at all, I'm just passing time with you. I'm not sad at all, just calculating what I'll do. If I change my mind, I'll let you know. My love, we won't ever have our time, my Lord.
Hey rockers, you just heard some great songs from Julia Kohler. Thankfully she's here with us right now to talk about them. So Julia, loved your performance, great job, you know, I'm a huge fan. So tell us a little about how long have you been playing music, or it's not even just singing, just any kind of musical instrument?
Okay, so my mom is actually a piano teacher, so I've been playing piano since I was 3.
Oh wow.
I haven't stopped, but I'm actually a saxophone major as well as a keyboard major here at IUP.
Wow, that's awesome. So those are your two main instruments. Your best are probably saxophone and piano.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually really awesome. I knew you were a music major here at IUP, but I didn't really know what all instruments do. Because you've said before that you play I play every instrument. I'm like, really? All instruments? So what instruments would you consider yourself to be oh, I play that? If you can name them, if you can name them, you don't have to name all of them.
In high school, I took percussion lessons, so I'm pretty good at marimba and xylophone and vibraphone, and proficient at snare, but not great. I also play some clarinet, a little bit of bassoon.
A little bit of bassoon.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. So tell us a little about your guitar, actually, because I was looking at it. It's just stunning. And I asked you, I was like, so where'd you get this guitar? And you chuckled. So I was like, there must be a story behind this.
Okay, so this guitar is my brother's old guitar. So he got it when he was 14, and I'm 8 years younger than him. So whenever I was 14, he just gave it to me.
So it's it's been through a few.
Yeah.
It's been through a few
It's
years.
been places.
Really? Okay, well, it looks pretty nice. It's honestly held in good shape, even despite the missing string. It's fine. We're not Anyway, so with this guitar, you played some great original songs. Tell us about your original songs. Do you write a lot of original songs? How do you write them? Things like that.
I've been writing since I was about 16. I mainly write on piano just because I'm most fluent on that instrument, and I can understand the theory behind it and chord progressions behind writing a lot easier. So yeah, I've been writing since I was 16. I try to write just a tiny bit every day. It doesn't have
definitely a good habit to have.
It can be a chord progression or a few lyrics. Yeah.
Oh, that's very, very cool. So, being a songwriter, do you have any artists that like influence you greatly through your songwriting, or like artists that you love that you'd say like are a big, I guess, inspiration to you?
I listen to a lot of indie folk, so like Fleet Foxes and Andy Schaaf and Tallest Man on Earth, Shaky Graves, you know.
Oh wow, super cool. Yeah, I definitely, like, your music definitely gives off that indie rock vibe to me, or indie, like, alternative vibe. Like, it's very, very relaxing to listen to. All of us here in the studio were like, okay, this is nice and relaxing. All right, so I've seen you perform a few times at open mic. Do you perform anywhere else, like, locally around Indiana? Have you ever done any live shows before? Or are you kind of just, like, you know, to yourself? Do you post any videos, anything like that? Like, is there any way we can find you performing?
I don't perform my original songs, or even, I don't really even sing in front of people normally, but I do a lot of saxophone performances
Great.
with the studio here. But I do have a SoundCloud where I post some of my music. It's a little all over the place. There's some MIDI psychedelic stuff. There's singer-songwriter type stuff. So that is SoundCloud.
That is SoundCloud. Is there a name so people can find you?
Yeah, so it's SoundCloud / Golden Child, and then 6. Like
6. Perfect. All right. Well, maybe we can link that up here somewhere on the screen. Maybe you'll see a floating words that say that, so maybe people can try to find you, because I've definitely listened to your SoundCloud before, and it's A+ folks, so definitely should give it a listen. All right, well, I do believe that's actually all the time we have here today, so thank you so much for coming in today. You did a great performance, and we'll see you next week, rockers.
And with that, we're halfway through the semester, rockers.
Stay tuned for the rest of the semester for more music everything.